While most people are still arguing about whether artificial intelligence will take their jobs, the world's wealthiest individuals have already moved on to a completely different question. They are no longer asking if AI will change the world. They are asking how they can benefit from that change before everyone else does. The headlines you see every day tell only a small part of the story. Behind the debates about chatbots, robots, and automation, a much larger shift in power is taking place. Technology billionaires, old money dynasties, and the largest investment firms on Earth are quietly preparing for a future shaped by artificial intelligence. They are buying assets that most people cannot see. They are building systems that few people understand, and they are training the next generation in ways that look very different from traditional education. The most important question is not how AI will transform society. The real question is why the richest people on the planet are preparing for this future so aggressively. What do they see that the rest of us still do not? If the last century was built on oil, this century is being built on data. The wealthiest people in the world understand this better than almost anyone else. While most people focus on artificial intelligence models and assume the algorithms are the most valuable part of the equation, the smartest investors are concentrating on something far more important. They are focused on the data behind those systems. Think about it for a moment. A powerful algorithm can eventually be copied, a successful product can be imitated, a groundbreaking idea can inspire competitors. But a massive collection of unique and proprietary data is incredibly difficult to recreate. That is why many technology companies are no longer buying businesses simply for their products or brand names. They are buying them for their data. For years, major corporations have been quietly building enormous data empires. Every search made online, every video watched, every product purchased, every ride ordered through an app, and every click on a website leaves behind information. That information is collected, analyzed, and transformed into a competitive advantage. Google possesses one of the largest collections of search data ever assembled. YouTube records how billions of people consume information and entertainment every day. Tesla gathers driving data from millions of vehicles operating across the globe. These data sets do more than describe current behavior. They help predict future behavior. That predictive power is where the real value lies. Companies can anticipate what customers want before customers fully understand it themselves. Investors can identify trends before financial markets react. Businesses can create highly personalized experiences at a scale that was impossible just a decade ago. In the age of artificial intelligence, data is becoming the most valuable resource on Earth. The rich understand that the companies controlling the best data will have the strongest AI systems. They know that superior data leads to better predictions, better products, and ultimately greater influence. That is why the race for data began years ago, long before most people started paying attention to artificial intelligence. The data gold rush is already underway, and the biggest players have spent years securing their position at the front of the line. Whenever a new technological revolution begins, most people focus on the companies creating the products they can see. During the gold rush, thousands of people rushed into the mountains searching for gold. Yet many of the greatest fortunes were made by the people selling shovels, tools, and supplies. The same pattern is happening today with artificial intelligence. While the public pays attention to chatbots and image generators, the world's largest investors are concentrating on the infrastructure that makes artificial intelligence possible. They understand that every AI model, every digital assistant, and every breakthrough application depends on an enormous physical foundation. Without that foundation, artificial intelligence simply cannot exist. At the center of this new infrastructure boom are advanced computer chips. Training modern AI systems requires incredible amounts of computational power. This has transformed semiconductor manufacturers into some of the most valuable companies on Earth. The demand for specialized AI chips has exploded because every major technology company is competing to build larger and more capable models. The companies producing these critical components are becoming the gatekeepers of the AI economy. But chips are only one part of the equation. Artificial intelligence also requires massive data centers filled with servers operating around the clock. These facilities consume enormous amounts of electricity and require sophisticated cooling systems. As a result, billions of dollars are flowing into energy infrastructure, power generation, and next-generation electrical grids. Investors understand that as AI expands, demand for energy will increase dramatically. In many ways, the future of artificial intelligence is also a story about the future of electricity. The same trend can be seen in cloud computing and global communication networks. Fiber optic cables, satellite systems, and advanced networking technologies are becoming increasingly important because AI depends on moving vast amounts of information quickly and efficiently. The companies building these networks are quietly positioning themselves at the center of the digital economy. The wealthiest investors are not limiting their attention to today's technologies either. They are funding research into quantum computing, advanced robotics, biotechnology, and brain-computer interfaces. Many of these fields may take years to mature, but they could become the foundation of the next technological era. The goal is not simply to profit from current AI trends. The goal is to own the infrastructure that future innovations will depend on. That is why the richest people in the world are investing where most people are not looking. They are not chasing the latest headline. They are building the roads, power plants, factories, and networks that the entire AI economy will eventually rely upon. Just like the people who sold shovels during the gold rush, they understand that the most reliable fortunes are often built beneath the surface of the boom itself. For most people, artificial intelligence is still a tool. It writes emails, answers questions, generates images, or helps with simple tasks. But for the world's wealthiest individuals, AI is becoming something much more powerful. It is evolving into a personal intelligence network that helps manage nearly every aspect of their lives. Imagine having a team of experts available every hour of every day. One advisor monitors financial markets around the world. Another analyzes your business operations. Another tracks health indicators and medical research. Another identifies emerging opportunities in real estate, technology, and global investments. For many wealthy individuals, AI is beginning to perform parts of these roles simultaneously. Artificial intelligence can already process information at a speed that no human team can match. It can analyze thousands of financial reports, monitor market trends across multiple countries, and identify patterns that might otherwise go unnoticed. This allows investors to make decisions faster and with greater confidence. The advantage may seem small at first, but over time, small advantages compound into enormous gains. Health is another area where AI is becoming increasingly important. Advanced systems can monitor sleep patterns, nutrition, exercise habits, and medical data in real time. Instead of reacting to health problems after they appear, wealthy individuals are increasingly using technology to identify potential risks before they become serious. In a world where time is the most valuable asset, staying healthy becomes a strategic investment. Education is also being transformed. Some affluent families are using AI-powered learning systems that adapt to the strengths, weaknesses, and interests of each child. Rather than following a standardized curriculum, students receive personalized learning experiences designed specifically for them. The result is an educational environment that can evolve continuously as the student develops. Perhaps the most important benefit is decision-making itself. Every day, successful people face countless choices involving money, business, relationships, and long-term planning. AI systems can gather information, evaluate scenarios, and provide recommendations faster than ever before. While humans still make the final decisions, they increasingly do so with the support of intelligent systems working in the background. This is why artificial intelligence is becoming more than a productivity tool. It is becoming an amplifier of influence, knowledge, and opportunity. The people who learn how to integrate these systems into their daily lives may gain a significant advantage over those who do not. In many ways, the richest individuals are not just using AI. They are building personal AI empires that grow stronger with every decision they make. History shows that every major technological revolution creates winners and losers. Entire industries rise while others decline. Companies that once appeared unstoppable can disappear within a decade, replaced by businesses that were barely known before. The wealthiest investors understand this reality better than anyone, which is why they are already repositioning their money for a future dominated by artificial intelligence. One of the first signs of this shift can be seen in investment portfolios. Capital is steadily moving away from sectors that may be heavily disrupted by automation and toward industries that artificial intelligence is likely to enhance. Investors are searching for opportunities where AI acts as a force multiplier rather than a threat. Healthcare is one example. Artificial intelligence is accelerating drug discovery, improving diagnostics, and helping researchers analyze enormous amounts of biological data. What once required years of experimentation can now be accomplished much faster. Investors see the potential for breakthroughs that could transform medicine and create entirely new markets. Energy is another major focus. As artificial intelligence expands, demand for electricity continues to grow. This has increased interest in renewable energy, advanced battery technology, and even next-generation nuclear power. The future AI economy will require vast amounts of energy, making power generation one of the most strategically important industries of the coming decades. Agriculture is also being transformed. AI systems can monitor crops, predict weather patterns, optimize irrigation, and improve yields with remarkable precision. As global populations continue to grow, technologies that increase food production efficiently become increasingly valuable. Beyond Earth, some investors are placing bets on the rapidly growing space economy. Artificial intelligence is expected to play a major role in satellite networks, autonomous exploration, resource management, and future space infrastructure. What once seemed like science fiction is gradually becoming a serious area of investment. The common theme behind all of these decisions is simple. The wealthy are not waiting to see what happens. They are actively positioning themselves where future growth is most likely to occur. Rather than defending yesterday's industries, they are investing in tomorrow's opportunities. This strategy is not about predicting every technological breakthrough perfectly. It is about understanding the direction of change and moving ahead of the crowd. The richest investors recognize that artificial intelligence will reshape the global economy. Their goal is to ensure that when the transformation accelerates, their wealth is connected to the industries driving the future, rather than the industries being left behind. Chapter 5: The AI Advantage for the Next Generation. Perhaps the clearest sign of how seriously the wealthy take artificial intelligence can be seen in how they are preparing their children. Throughout history, powerful families have always focused on giving the next generation an advantage. In the industrial age, that meant access to elite schools and influential networks. In the information age, it meant exposure to technology and global opportunities. In the age of artificial intelligence, the strategy is evolving once again. Many people assume that success in the future will depend entirely on learning how to code. While technical skills remain valuable, some of the world's most influential educators and business leaders are focusing on something broader. They recognize that AI will eventually perform many technical tasks that once required years of training. As a result, the emphasis is shifting toward abilities that machines struggle to replicate. Critical thinking has become increasingly important because future leaders will need to evaluate information generated by intelligent systems. Creativity is gaining value because innovation often emerges from connecting ideas across different fields. Communication remains essential because humans still need to inspire, persuade, negotiate, and build trust. Ethical reasoning is becoming more important as society faces difficult questions about how artificial intelligence should be developed and used. Some elite schools are already introducing advanced AI tools into classrooms. Students learn how algorithms work, how data shapes decision-making, and how intelligent systems influence society. Instead of treating AI as a separate subject, it is becoming integrated into science, business, economics, and even the humanities. Outside the classroom, access to mentors and professional networks continues to provide an enormous advantage. Young people who interact with entrepreneurs, researchers, investors, and technology leaders gain insights that cannot easily be found in textbooks. These relationships often shape future opportunities in ways that formal education alone cannot. The goal is not simply to create children who can use artificial intelligence. The goal is to create individuals who understand how to direct it, manage it, and build organizations around it. There is a significant difference between using powerful technology and controlling the systems that create it. The wealthiest families understand this distinction. They are preparing the next generation not just to survive in an AI-driven world, but to lead it. As artificial intelligence becomes more deeply integrated into society, that preparation could become one of the most valuable advantages of all. Chapter 6: Writing the Rules of the AI Age. Technology alone does not determine the future. The rules surrounding technology often shape society just as much as the technology itself. This is something the world's most powerful individuals understand very well. That is why many of them are investing not only in artificial intelligence companies, but also in the institutions that influence how AI develops. Around the world, governments are trying to decide how artificial intelligence should be regulated. Questions about privacy, safety, competition, employment, and national security are becoming increasingly important. The decisions made over the next decade could influence how AI affects billions of people. This is where influence matters. Large corporations, investment groups, research organizations, and policy institutes all participate in conversations about the future of artificial intelligence. They fund research, publish recommendations, support academic programs, and advise policymakers. Their ideas often help shape public debate and regulatory frameworks. This does not necessarily imply a conspiracy. It reflects a simple reality. People and organizations with significant resources usually have greater access to decision makers. They can hire experts, conduct research, and participate in discussions that help define future policies. As a result, they often play a larger role in shaping the rules of emerging industries. Artificial intelligence presents unique challenges because its impact extends across nearly every sector of society. Decisions about data ownership, intellectual property, automated decision-making, and algorithmic accountability will influence businesses, governments, and individuals for years to come. Those who help shape these decisions may gain important strategic advantages. The wealthy understand that controlling technology is only one part of the equation. Understanding the legal, political, and ethical environment surrounding that technology is equally important. In many cases, regulations can determine which companies thrive, which innovations succeed, and which business models become dominant. Throughout history, major shifts in power have often been accompanied by new rules governing commerce, communication, and competition. The AI revolution is unlikely to be any different. As governments and institutions work to define the future of artificial intelligence, influential individuals and organizations are positioning themselves to help guide that process. In the end, the people who write the rules may shape the future almost as much as the people who build the technology itself. Conclusions and call to action. The artificial intelligence revolution is not a distant possibility waiting somewhere in the future. It is happening right now. While much of the world is still focused on the latest headlines, the wealthiest individuals and organizations are making long-term moves that could define the next generation of economic and technological power. They are collecting data, building infrastructure, creating personal AI systems, reshaping investment portfolios, preparing their children, and influencing the rules that will govern the future. The purpose of understanding these trends is not fear, it is awareness. The better we understand how the world is changing, the better prepared we can be to adapt and thrive within it. The future of artificial intelligence will affect everyone, but not everyone will approach it with the same level of preparation. What part of the AI future excites you the most, and what concerns you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives into technology, power, and the forces shaping tomorrow, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. You will not want to miss what we uncover next.